G'day and welcome back. It's Monday morning. I'm Doug from Shaving Down Under and we are going to have a shave. About 2.5, 3 day growth going on. And today another American shave soap. I always have a hard time spitting out shave soap for whatever reason. I feel like saying save soap. Anyway, from the Shave Shop, we have Classic Man, and this is from a state in America, AZ, so I imagine it's Arizona. Interesting place to get a soap from, living in Australia. This is their Classic Man. So I'm going to dedicate the shave today to all the doggos out there, past and present, that have been in our lives. It also comes with a pre-shave. Now, I'm not sure if I bought this or it was thrown in. Can't remember, but anyway, I don't mind a pre-shave, but it's just not just a pre-shave. It can be used as a beard oil, and it also can be used as a facial moisturizer after you've had a shave. So it's not a balm or an aftershave. It's just it can be used as a moisturizer, and the usual suspects. Love this one. Okay, let's jump in. So I've gone with the Old Spice again, and there we go. Just thin it out a little bit, I think. Now this is a tallow soap. It smells good. It smells real nice. Just that classic barbershop scent. And their interpretation of bay rum. Took a little bit to get going. The lather just need a little bit of water, but once she was up and running it was all good. And as you can see, a nice thick lather on my face. So as I said, this is obviously a shaving soap review, but also a shave and memory of doggos, past and present. I don't have a dog in my life at the moment, but this shave is for the old Marvin. Dog who spent quite some years in my life. And he was the real deal junkyard dog. For some years I was a postie, and I used to deliver to a suburb down here called Wingfield, and if you're from SA you know it's a really industrial type area. There's rubbish dump and recycling down in that suburb. And there's also an area where people used to, there was a animal welfare league place down there as well, and some people would dump their dogs down at Wingfield. And the poor old Marvin, he was one of them. And he was living in sort of a vacant block full of car bumper bars just stacked up, and you know, just other fender parts. And when you're delivering light industrial areas like that as a poster, you should always carry dog biscuits, because plenty of crazy dogs out there. So some of the poor doggos had been dumped. Some were just neglected guard dogs. Others were pets. Others were just pets pretending they're guard dogs and blah, blah, blah. So each day I'd go through, delivering my letters and delivering the odd doggy biscuit. Because in general, posties and dogs don't overtly mix. Now, I forgot to put this on. But I do have a theory about pre-shave oils. I don't think they should go on straight away. I think the toughest shave any man has is when he's going against the grain. And that's why I reckon that's when the pre-shave oil should be used, when you're shaving against the grain. Let's just see if there's any. There is. So I reckon a little bit goes a long way with this stuff, so whoops. I have no idea what a little bit is. I think we should stop there. No, it smells good. It smells really good. So I come across the old Marvin dog. Now I named him, not because of the Martian, the Bugs Bunny Martian. Marvin the Martian. I named him after starving Marvin from South Park. Because the old Marv was pretty fucking starving. I swore. So anyway, I fed him each, gave him biscuits 5 days. Was delivering, and then on the weekend I went back there one of the days and big can of doggy food and put it down for that, and he gave me a growl, let me know that was his now, and I said, yeah, no worries. And following week fed him again, and then the following weekend I just went down with my car and picked him up and brought him home, and he lived with me for, oh man, well over 10 years. Yeah, a long time. But he was totally feral. He wasn't domesticated at all. He did love pats, but he wasn't an indoor dog. So he just lived outside. And he was happy with that. Made a big kennel for him. So roofing stuff, laser light, the clear corrugated roofing thing. I was delivering to some place down Wingfield at the time, and they were selling it, and I went in there one day and I said, how much do you want for this? And the bloke said, oh, no, we can't get rid of it, just take some. So I did. So the old Marvin had a laser light homemade kennel. So he was a water-cooled dog, and by that I meant because he had a really, really thick coat. And the only way he'd cool down is in puddles of mud, puddles of water. So every summer I'd come home from work and I'd have to make a puddle of mud for him. So I eventually bought those kiddie pool things, those blue plastic clamshells. So, yeah, fill them up, a bit of water for little kids or some sand or stuff like that. Well, I bought one of them for the Marv. Filled up with water, didn't want nothing to do with it at all. Until one day the water eventually became muddy and dark and disgusting, and he thought, you beauty, that's perfect for a dog. And he jumped in. And he'd stay in. He'd even drink the water. He'd give him clean water and he'd go and drink from the dirty. It was like, yeah, whatever. But he was a good dog. He was a good dog. I wouldn't say he wasn't a guard dog, but he was a good security dog. He had a bark that let you know that you jump on the fence, you're dealing with something. And he was a chunky, mid-sized, mid to large dog, so, and he wasn't scared. And he was good with medicines too. He just wasn't fussy. If he got sick and you had to give him pills, like, you know how much of a headache that can be for some dog owners. And I just put him in my hand and hold it down. He'd just eat them, but he didn't care. Put him in his food. He didn't care. He wasn't one of those dogs that ate everything in his bowl, left the pills. Not the old Marv. some mongrel stepped on his paw, because he used to get his paw under the gate a bit and bark. Some mongrel stomped his paw, so we had to get a toe cut off. And so we got him back from the vet. He's got his paw, half his leg wrapped up in bandage. He's got the old cone of shame on. And he got that off, and that was like crazy hell to try and get it back on, because he was a junkyard dog. He'd growl like you wouldn't believe and have the old snap. So I was like, oh God, we're not getting that back on, let it go. So for about 20 minutes, he hobbled around the backyard with his paw in his mouth. And then I think after about 20 minutes, he realised that was stupid and just didn't let it go. Like, that was the whole idea of the cone, stop him trying to rip the bandage off. But after 20 minutes, he didn't care, and we just left it there until it was good. That pre-shave oil on the second pass going against the grain has just done a wonderful job. If it wasn't for here and probably just a little bit of touch-up, which I know it'll be there, this was almost a 2-pass shave. Well, if I was in a hurry, I could go now. It'll be all right. So I do believe that we do use pre-shave wrong. So on the weekend, I used a chainsaw for the first time in my life. And this is the other week, bought a chainsaw on an extender pole, you know, just a small chainsaw. Because we've got this huge, unbelievably huge pine tree in the front of the house. It's great for summer shade. Like it dwarfs the house. And but it was getting out of control. So I had a crack with that. First bit of physical work I've done in a long time. Oh, and my wrists, my God, they're killing me. This right one's still sore. The rest of the body was all right though. You know, my back, shoulders, which surprised me a little bit. But the old wrists. Because I probably wasn't doing the world's best safety practices. Like, I was slinging this thing right up in the tree and just holding on to the very end so I could operate it to cut some branches and stuff. I'm pretty sure a health and safety officer would have been shuddering if he's seen it. Or she's seen it. Okay, let's wrap this up. I thought this soap's great. It's really good. Buy it. It's on Etsy. They may have a website. If they do, I'll put links for that as well in the description. This is classic man scent. It's really nice. Barbershop soap scent. Bit of bay rum in there, but it was more traditional barbershop scent for me than a bay rum scent. but doesn't matter. Smells excellent. I thought this worked really well. Really, really well. I'll just give you a quick rundown with the soap makeup. So it's coconut oil, shea butter, tallow, and there's no preservatives or dyes, and it's an organic soap. And for your pre-shave or beard oil or moisturizer, it's made up of oils from jojoba, argan, grapeseed, lavender and eucalyptus. Vitamin V, it is rated as a vegan, so it's good for the vegan people out there, and I highly recommend this as a vegan product. And it's no artificial fragrances, dyes, preservatives. It's all natural, it's cruelty free. This alone is 5 gold stars. It's excellent. So if you're looking for a pre-shave or a beard oil, etc., don't even hesitate. Pricing was really competitive. The soap as well, just really good products. Great to use a good soap, and this will be one I'll be using again down the track. So yeah, click on the links, check them out. Don't be scared to buy them. They're a good product. That won't let you down at all. Well, I've got to roll. I want to get to work, get a coffee, and get my day started. All right, take care. Ciao.